Record. Check, 1, 2, check.
All right. So you have figured all this out, DDT?
I think so.
Running some new software today?
Yeah, we got some new software happening today.
Right on.
We might not have a cast this week.
Well, that's true, eh? We'll only know once it's all done.
Figure it out.
You get what you pay for.
It doesn't show me the time on here, though, does it?
As long as it says it's recording.
It is recording.
Happening.
Oh, yeah, there's the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we're saving, what, 900?
We're at 16
1,800
seconds.
a year?
1,800 a year, yeah.
16 seconds. I apologize. 16 seconds.
Apologize.
Too long for most.
16 seconds in, we apologize for that.
Good gracious.
Yeah, new software. It's called Ableton Live.
Can we say Ableton Live?
I'm going to say it.
Ableton,
Because we are live.
and you're a simpleton. Ableton for simpletons. I wonder if that's how they promote it.
No, this program, in my opinion, is not for simpletons.
It's not, eh?
No, it's a bit.
If I could see the other side of your Apple
screen,
your
MacBook
Apple
Pro?
netbook, it would probably confuse the hell out of me.
MacBook Pro.
Oh, it's a MacBook
Pro.
How do you afford such fancy
MacBook
gear?
Pro.
Jeez.
I don't know. I'm not sure. You know why? You know how? I'll tell you how.
How?
I just finished my taxes.
You getting some cash back?
No.
Oh.
Actually, yes.
Okay, we'll save that for the show.
Okay.
We'll talk tax. We'll add that to my to my growing list.
Well, why don't we get started then?
I'll share my list once we go to air, and we'll go from there.
Warning, this podcast will be an injurious waste of your time. Warning, this podcast will be an injurious waste of your time.
Yeah, good morning. I'll take a medium with 2 sugar and a medium regular, please.
Good morning, DDT.
Duff, how are you?
I'm fantastic. And I was just thinking, not only do we have tons of content this time of year, but when we skip a week...
Yeah. We did skip last week.
It's unlimited. Yeah, I think we've skipped a couple weeks recently.
Yeah,
and
we've been kind of busy. We apologize. I should apologize apologize for that to our good listener.
Oh, it's always something going on now.
Listener from
I think I was out of town last weekend.
Yes, you were.
Then we did a cast, and then the week before, someone was out of town.
I was.
You were out of town.
Yeah.
Easter weekend, was it?
And we didn't do one last. JB, his son.
Poor
so
JB.
it would have been just me talking for an hour by myself, and nobody wants to hear that, right?
I'd listen to that.
Would you?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
It'd be funny.
Next time.
It'd be funny to hear you talking. Actually,
smack.
it could be scary. You'd get into your conspiracy theories, maybe.
Oh, yeah, we could do that.
Yeah. In fact, the quote of the morning had to be from you. I quote, "No, Putin is pretty level-headed." I'd love to see you go on from there. That would make a...
Oh, don't get me started.
Yeah, that'd make a show all on its own.
I'm going to say... Okay, so first of all, we are coming to you live from Scotty's Corner
Diner. And the Putin comment is totally out of context, obviously.
Okay, yeah, it was. But... The whole Sudan thing, not many people know.
I did not think we were going there today.
I'll just bring it up quickly, but I'll just put it out there for the listener.
Oh, boy.
For our listener. Is that it didn't come out in the media.
Of course not.
That Sudan was about to allow Russia to have a naval base on the Red Sea, their part of the Red Sea.
Okay. No comment.
Yeah. So I'm putting that out there. Talked about conspiracy.
We'll see if the listener mailbag lights up with that.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is something on my list actually for today. Do you want to hear the list?
Oh, okay, sure.
So
I was going to get into my taxes.
Well, I don't even think we need to go there.
Do we have to pay the taxes because they're on strike? How's that working?
Well, if every single government service was on strike, maybe we could get a break. But no, I think there's just a small portion of the government on strike. Could we get a medic over here? DDT is barking like a dog. I'll kill some time while I talk about the list here. I got selling items online. Unbelievable. I think we could talk for days on selling items online, and I'm specifically talking about Kijiji and Facebook Marketplace. A guest from the past, the Meat Eater, Mike the Meat Eater Johnson, bagged a turkey on opening day. Had a good story to share with me about that.
Nice.
true Tony Gabriel style. So we could talk ad nauseum with that one. I got a couple of picks: the Diplomat and the Night Agent. Good stuff. General trip planning. I find a lot of my time these days is simply going into trip planning. Now that JT is letting us off our own property, it's lots to do there. Gym memberships.
Brings up DVF as well.
Getting to DVF, yeah. Duff's Vintage Finds, of course. Gym memberships, listener mailbag, NHL possibilities, and last but not least, our buddy James as a possible guest. We got close to having James on as a guest, I believe back in season 2 when we were into the stocks.
Right.
And we had a heavy focus on stocks.
Right.
James is one of my advisors, so...
Oh, God.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
and then you advised me, and guess what happened?
It's a
It's been a
slippery
pure
slope,
poop show.
at least for a couple of
Couple
James's
of dogs.
recommendations.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I think we could put him on the hot seat.
We
Get
could.
him right here in person and have
Yeah.
him justify his picks.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, yeah, lots to do.
Take him down
I don't
the
think
strip.
we have to go to your boring taxes.
Well, I just wanted you asked me about how am I able to
How
afford.
are you affording stuff?
So, and I was just saying I did my taxes, just finished them, submitted,
Mm-hmm.
and whether they will be looked at or not is a different
I
story.
see what
I
you're
guess.
saying.
But
Well, if you owe money, they'll be looked
No.
at. But if they're giving you money back, they will not look at
I
it.
am getting money back, or as a family, we're getting money back.
So get in line.
So here's the thing. You know, I was obviously that maybe the listener knows I was laid off from my job
For a short period of time.
last August, and
Yeah.
then I worked the rest of the year,
Right.
collected EI,
Collected the
the
pogey.
yep,
Yeah.
and also worked freelance.
Did some freelance. Under the table.
No,
Over the table.
over the
Okay,
table. Yeah,
okay.
all above board, of course.
Yeah.
And then my net income
Yeah.
was
Actually more.
way more than I had ever made.
There you go. So you need to make
So you
this...
actually
Maybe you need to make this a yearly occurrence where
getting
you
laid
get
off,
fired.
and, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which for you shouldn't be hard.
Very true.
Once they get
I'm
to know you.
surprised I haven't been fired yet.
Once they
from this
get to
job.
know you.
Yeah.
See your true colors.
Exactly.
See the true DDT.
That's right.
Can you come into our office for a moment there, DDT? We need to discuss your performance or lack thereof.
I've actually been quite busy at work.
Yeah, good. Well, you do a lot of the... Well, I mean, it's government related. It's parliamentary based. So
Yes, it is.
anything to do with this strike action or
I'm there.
Sudanese conflict,
Yes.
all that jazz.
I'm there.
Yeah. Anything in the news, basically, you're
Yep.
there.
That's true.
And rarely is there a dry news day, I guess.
When the house is not sitting,
Okay.
there is.
Many dry days.
Yes.
What do you do with your time on those days?
Oh, well, we find something else to cover.
Candy Crush?
Candy Crush? No,
No.
no,
Thank
never,
God.
never.
I hear that. I don't even know what it is.
Me neither.
That's what people
Does
talk
your
about,
wife
though.
play that, though?
She does, for
Yeah.
sure. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Many people do.
Men? Do men play that?
No doubt.
Really?
Probably.
It just sounds like. Okay, maybe
I-
I don't want
I-
to go there, but it sounds like a game more for
You would think.
women.
You would think.
Candy Crush?
Yeah, I tend to gravitate more to the online auctions.
Yes, that's right. You do.
Yeah, where
Yeah.
I.
Should we get into that now?
You know what?
Might as well.
Surprisingly, that's not on my list. But I probably made the buy
But
of the
it
year
did-
the other day.
Yeah, but it kind of ties into your selling stuff.
Yes, it
online.
does. Yeah.
So
But
let's-
that's not on my list either. Oh no,
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah,
This is
yeah.
my number one.
That's your number
Okay,
one.
It
Exactly.
fits in
How is it
perfectly.
not on your list?
Well, the number one is the ordeal we went through with those bikes, which we'll get to.
Yeah.
And most of the good listeners would know about.
Yes.
But maybe the positives first. So
Okay. Is there
went on-
positives?
with the last purchase, 100%.
Oh, that.
So if anyone has ever traveled before, especially if you're of the vintage of DDT or myself, where pre-internet travel consisted of
The Bible.
going to the bookstore and buying one of those travel books
Yeah, I
with
did.
your destination on the cover and it being like 2 inches thick. Full
I did
of-
it.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. I backpacked with a buddy throughout Europe
Right
back
on.
in 1990.
No kidding.
And we had
Oh,
that
I
book.
remember this
Yeah, we
story.
had the book.
You had the book.
We
Was
had
it
it.
just
We call it the
Europe or was
Bible.
it specific to
No, it was
the Bible?
European. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
European.
so I did Ireland, I did New Zealand, Australia, Costa Rica, some of these places, and I had the various Bibles for those.
Yeah.
Qurans.
You had the Korans for
Yeah,
that?
Torahs for those
Not
for
to leave
those
anybody
various
out.
trips. Yeah. So and even back then they weren't cheap, right? And today there's still a small market for them, and I think people buy them. So long story
They're
short,
like,
it definitely caught my eye when I was browsing some online content for one of the latest auctions. And if not, before me appeared 30 some of these books. Wow. Okay. I may try to call up a photo here to help. I'm already trying to sell this to some suckers.
well, you were trying to sell them to your best customers,
Well,
JB and I.
Exactly. And you guys wouldn't bite yet. So it's the
Yet.
oh my god, I can't zoom in here. The
JB was supposed to go to Japan, was he not? And you have
for sure
the Japan
So
book.
the Lonely Planet guides are half of them, and the other brand is called Eyewitness Travel, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Very common, the ones you'd see in any bookstore.
Yeah.
So here we go. They're I'd say about 1 inch thick each one. So not the giant Bibles, although the Japan one looks pretty thick.
Well,
You know,
lots
I
to do
got
in
two.
Japan.
This person must have went to Japan. I got 2 different ones for Japan.
Lots
So
to do in Japan.
So here we go. Alaska, New York, Mexico, India, Cuba, the Caribbean, top 10, Miami.
Ooh.
Miami and the Keys. Canary Islands, New Zealand, London, Ireland, France, Latvia maybe, Estonia, the Baltics. Great time of year to visit the Baltics. If you're into watching troop buildups along borders.
The Baltics. I guess that would have been like.
I do have a
before.
Switzerland book here.
Yeah.
Our buddy KD was almost going to buy. I tried to sell him on Finland to go run some marathons in Finland.
Okay.
And then he said, I'd rather go to Switzerland. I said, sadly, I don't think I have Switzerland, but there it is. There's so many, I can't even keep track. Great Britain, Prague, St. Petersburg, Hawaii, top 10 Tokyo.
Oh.
A TKO from Tokyo.
Oh.
Remember that?
No.
What was it called? No. It was a video game we played in our youth. Mike Tyson TKO.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was something about a TKO from
Right.
Tokyo.
Right.
Japan, Australia, you get the idea.
Yeah.
A couple more here. Milan,
Oh,
back
okay.
to your roots maybe.
Yeah.
Austria, and a bunch of top 10s. Anyhow, these books, what, $25 to $35 each
Yeah.
in today's market. These look pretty late vintage, like new.
Yeah.
And what did I pay for them? Actually, I shouldn't even
No,
say.
don't
I can't
say.
say
No, you
online.
can't say.
I cannot say
Yeah.
online because then people will nickel and dime me even more.
Exactly.
I paid a fair price online. Not. But I'm hoping to get $5 each, maybe.
Yeah.
You know?
Listen, this is if for any travelers out there,
Any travelers.
like everybody uses their cell phone
Yeah.
these days, right?
Yeah.
And we all know when you're on roaming data
Yeah, good luck.
how much that costs.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So buy a book,
Buy a book
From
and limit your
Duff's-
data. Vintage finds.
vintage finds,
Yeah.
and limit your data usage because everything that you will ever want to see
Yeah,
are
yeah.
in these books.
Yeah, and get the real hard copy right in your hands that you can
We should-
maul through and mark up and
We don't read
tab.
anymore.
Many don't,
Yeah.
sadly. Anyhow, that
So get
was
on
that was a find I was extremely
do we,
extremely proud of getting.
What's your website?
Oh, it's a Gmail website, Duff's Vintage Finds,
Oh.
but it's yeah,
Yeah, it's
you
hard
have
to find,
type
eh?
it in absolutely
Doesn't come
perfectly
up
to get
to
it.
page 1.
I will not pay Google to have it pop up when people actually look for it. But I got cards I can
Oh.
pass out if you're in the
I
local
think
area.
I got a card.
Stop by to Scotty's some Sunday morning, and
Yes,
we
you
can
get a
wheel
card
and
from-
deal in person. So yeah, that was a great find, and yes, I am trying to resell it. Now,
Yeah.
the whole topic I
Yes.
brought up was because of
I think we've talked about like selling stuff online.
Have we?
Because we have, but it remains a problem.
thorn in our side.
Yeah, it remains. It never changes.
Now, I've never had a problem selling online because my theory has always been I want to get rid of stuff.
Yeah.
And I will post it for much less than I think it's really worth.
Yeah.
And I'll get a quick sale.
Yeah.
I'll get a couple of bucks and the house is tidier. That's how I've done it for years.
Right.
And I continue to do it that way with some stuff I have recently. For instance, I sold a baseball helmet the other day.
Oh.
Right?
I got a brand new baseball helmet.
Well, I paid $50 probably for this helmet a few years ago. Perfect shape.
Yeah.
probably worth 30, let's say, used.
Okay.
Asked 20, boom, gone.
Gone. Yeah.
Did it with that. I got some baseball umpire indicators. I sold, what else? A saw or something. Like I some random stuff. I'm aiming for $5 to $10 a day.
Right.
I need to finance this trip in the summer, which we can get to later.
Right.
And so far,
Are
so
you gonna
good.
use a book for that? You gonna keep that book?
I should keep any book
California?
related. I
Los
can just see
Angeles?
us heading down Route 66,
Exactly.
and I'm like, oh, is there any information about whatever? And the wife hands me the Japan book.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's not helpful. This is not New Zealand.
It's not Route 66.
Although
in Japan.
Estonia is beautiful in the summer, we are not there.
You bring all 40 books with you.
Yeah. Hey, maybe I could find a yard sale on the way. Americans aren't very traveled, though. I bet you they wouldn't know any of those places.
No. I'll
Okay.
tell you a little story. They didn't know that Ottawa was the capital of Canada. They also didn't know that we celebrate Christmas on the same day.
Oh, my God. They didn't know that we weren't a state.
This
You ever
is
heard
higher
that one?
education.
Oh, my God. Toronto's the capital of the state of Ontario.
Exactly.
Or
And
the
this-
state of Canada.
Yeah, and this is people in higher education.
Oh, it's unreal.
Eh?
But anyhow, back to the big sale. So
Yeah.
during the pandemic, was it not you and I did a little road trip down to Kingston?
Yes.
Bought a couple of dirt bikes,
Trail bikes.
trail bikes, pretty
Yeah.
cheap.
Coleman. Can we say that?
Coleman brand. Coleman dirt bikes,
It's like-
unreal.
like
yeah, the
you
same old
can-
motor that runs a lawnmower, a
Yeah,
pressure washer.
You can
Yeah.
light your barbecue and
Yeah,
run the trail
tons of
bike
fun
at the
though.
same time.
But like I said in the post, countless times, these are not fast motorbikes. They are best for kids. They
Yeah.
are fun. They are good for
Yeah, we rode
land that
them.
you own.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Used them for a few years, had some fun. Time to get rid of them.
Yeah.
Okay. So rather than dump them with my theory of way lower than what I think they're worth, I'm trying to get a reasonable dollar for them.
Oh, yeah. For
but
sure.
not absorbent, just reasonable dollar.
Yeah.
Posted these suckers for $800 each or $1,500 for the pair.
Right.
And my post read pretty much like this, okay?
Yeah, okay.
If this ad is visible, the bikes are still available. Period. Like big, bold, space, next line.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? These bikes are $800 each. If you want both, I will give you a deal. No, sorry, I was even more clear.
Oh.
These bikes are $800 each or $1,500 for both.
Right.
Small savings.
Right.
And then I described them, you know. They're not everything.
Yeah.
Barely used. The little nubbings were still on the tires. The
Yeah.
plastic covering was still on the reflectors.
Yeah.
Hardly ridden.
They were a little muddy.
Yeah, clean them all up, everything.
Yeah.
Wash them up, everything. Perfect, you know, not fast, best for kids, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Left no stone unturned, at least in my own mind.
Yeah.
Posted. Within minutes, the floodgates opened. So I can't complain with the interest. I had over 3,000 clicks on these things
wow.
over the first clicks, not necessarily
I know,
responses.
yeah, but still, that's good.
And then I would say like easily 100 inquiries over the first few days.
Wow.
Yeah. And I quickly developed a triage system, of course, where any stupid question was just immediately ignored.
Are these available?
Are these available? Are these available?
I think the problem there is
Are
from
these
what
available?
From what I remember, it's a one-click thing that gives you like some responses you can send.
Yeah. So
and one of those
yeah.
is
so
are
stupid
these still available?
marketplace doesn't even realize that.
Yeah.
But anyways, that was telling. It
Yeah.
told me these people are whatever.
Dumb.
So ignore. Like
Yeah.
I didn't have to respond
Yeah.
because I probably had, let's say, dozens of legit at least interest.
Yeah.
Whether it was a lowball offer or I only want one, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
But again, I only want one. How much for one? Well, look at the freaking ad.
Yeah.
800, right?
800
for one.
Yeah.
So anyways, lots and lots and lots of that. And then you kind of got to almost play a gut feeling at some point. Like at some point, I do want to sell them.
Yeah.
So I think I ended up, and for what it's worth, I was really trying to work locally as well.
Yeah.
Right? Not have to, like, oh my God, I had guys from Perth, countless people from Quebec, which we ended up actually dealing with, which
Yeah.
we'll get to. Eastern Ontario, Kingston, like you name it. I'm like, my God,
BC.
can you? What did I get at BC? I got a weird BC inquiry about the umpire indicators the other day.
Can
He's
you
like,
ship them?
yeah. Yeah, he's like, I'm running a camp for kids, and I think these things are hard to find. Do you mind shipping them? I'll pay for shipping. I'll give you $10 each, which was a really nice offer. So I'm like, buddy, I said, they shouldn't be that hard to get.
Yeah.
I'm like, go to Canadian Tire or Play It Against Sports if you have one out there.
Yeah.
I prefer to deal locally.
Yeah.
Anyways, so at the end of the day, I tried to respond to the handful of people that were seemingly either accepting my price or were saying I'll give you $1,500 or I'll give you $1,400, and definitely both. So the emails go back, and that was the toughest part, because I'd say for the next week or so, I would consider myself actively dealing with 5 or 6 people,
Right.
while continuing to get inundated with other people. Okay.
Yeah.
And even those 5 or 6 I was dealing with sequentially, the instant a deal went south or something was misconstrued or the guy was like, I can only come next Monday, I kind of said, okay, no problem, but I'm going to move on to the next person sort of thing. Okay.
You were very upfront.
And I tried to, because price wasn't my biggest thing. I wanted an efficient sale. I didn't want to hurt feelings. And, I just wanted to work sequentially, let's say. So even within that, the feedback from some of these people was ridiculous. One guy, because he said he was offering me full price, couldn't believe that I wouldn't just jump to him right away and skip the people I was already dealing with for a little bit less. Okay. And I guess in the real world of this, that happens all the time. I guess this guy was used to coming in late, offering more, and getting it.
Right.
I just don't deal. Duff's Vintage Finds just does not deal that way, right? If you're dealing with Duff's Vintage Finds, you will deal with him, until the deal is done, whether it's on or off.
Yeah.
So this one guy in particular is like, I can't believe this. He's like, you won't give me the time of
giving
day.
you crap?
I'm off. Yeah. He's like lecturing me through text. I cannot believe this. If you don't have time for me, I'm out of here. Blah, blah. I'm like, no problem, buddy. And then I just at the end, I'm like, do you want me to let you know if those deals don't work out though? Like I'll come back to you. Nothing. So there was a lot of that. There was just some mean-spirited text and whatnot, and obviously a lot of lowballing and stuff.
Yeah.
But what was neat is there were some nice people, and one guy was very fair. He's like, was out in the Stittsville area, which is pretty close.
Yeah.
He was kind of my go-to if everything fell apart, because right at the start he said, look, I'm local. They're for my grandkids, whatever. I won't have money till next Monday, but I'll give you, $1,300. I'm like, okay, buddy, let me do my dealings, and if nothing pans out, you're my guy in a couple of weeks. So I had a guy like that, and I had another guy from Eastern Quebec, of all places, ready to deal really, really quick. Couldn't make it happen. He's like, well, now I'm going to the States for a couple of weeks. If they're there when I come back, let's talk.
Okay.
Perfect. And then getting a little Tony Gabriel-ish now, eh?
It is. I was looking at the time.
Jumping ahead to the people, I dealt with a couple of guys from Quebec, but not far away. They were willing to meet halfway, straight up with the offer, grabbed you.
He seemed to be a good guy.
So the guy we ended up actually dealing with, it worked out. He was one of the first people we met with in person.
Yeah.
Looked like a bike guy. Like his plan as well. It's funny how he deflected again, though. Even when we were there, I'm like, "Oh, you got kids?" Like I'm really hoping he's like, "No, I'm gonna soup them up."
Yeah,
right.
Customize.
So I never thought of that. The other market for these bikes are people that want to soup them up.
Yeah. He's gonna,
He's gonna play with them.
play with the governor and.
Yeah. So it's perfect. He's into it. He kept saying they're gonna go to a good home. I guess I came across as very parental with these things.
Yeah. Well, the last guy that bought your trail bike, dirt bike, the 50. He's at our 50.
They were for. I
he
forgot
was
about
like,
that.
"This is a good home.
Yeah, good home.
Be for my kid. Blah blah blah."
So I will say, DDT, you're 2 for 2 as wingman on these big motorbike sales.
Yeah.
The ZR50 went for Did I sell that for 14 as well?
Now here's the thing, though.
Yeah, refresh my memory.
Yeah, you did sell that one for 14. But so when we were with this, what was his name? JP?
I think we're referring to him as Jean.
When we were with Jean the other night, he said, would you take
1,200.
Did he say 12? Yeah, he did say 12. Would you
1,200.
take 1,200?
Would you take after he said one of the wheels had a little wobble?
Well, he came back. Well, one of them wasn't running quite.
Yeah, one of them
And
needed
you
some
were
work.
honest about
yeah,
that.
and he knew that.
Yeah, and so then he ripped around on the other one. He said,
Yeah.
"Well, the wheel's got a bit of a
wobble.
whatever.
Wobble.
You said wobble. Yeah.
Hobble. Hobbles are more for walkers,
Hobble. It sounds like more like a
like the
Harry
Hobbit.
Potter.
Yeah. Hobbling around,
Yeah,
some
hobble.
old wizard.
Oh, hobble.
So it had a wobble.
It had a wobble. So then he's like, "Would you take 1,200?" And
I would have loved to have seen my face at that point.
I saw your face.
Yeah.
It was like. It was
It was
kind
a
of like-
combination between furiousness and like
Exactly. It was
extreme
like, you
disappointment and fatigue.
bastard, Jean.
Yeah. Jean.
Yeah, and it was like,
I think after a long pause, I said, you know what?
I'm pretty firm.
I said, I
1,400 firm.
think I need the 14
Yeah,
because there's so many other people lined up at 15.
yeah.
So he
Acquiesced.
he
But you
acquiesced.
did
and,
think for a second. You told me that you,
and in my
you were going to say
mind,
13.
in my mind at that point, I knew they were going for at least 13.
Yeah.
So I wasn't worried. So I thought I'd hold my ground on 14.
I am surprised that
Yeah.
he didn't come back and say 13.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
But he was ready. He had his. He had the sunglass case loaded with bills.
That was funny.
That was a nice handoff.
It was. And
So,
then
yeah.
we loaded him up
Yeah,
into his
but his
Subaru
comment,
Outback.
his comment was perfect. He's like, "Well, help me throw them into the car." And
Exactly.
we'll- yeah.
I'll give you 1,400 if you help me throw
Yeah.
him in the
But
car.
it was a really good experience in person. And I told you about the text
Yeah.
I got later.
Yeah.
He's like, "I'm next time I'm going, I'm bringing a 6-pack in case they're as cool as you guys."
It was funny because
Good
we,
guy.
we
Good
loaded
guy.
them into. I can't believe we got them
Into a
into
freaking Subaru.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the trick
back
with the
then.
handlebars did it,
yeah,
eh?
Of course, yeah.
But I really liked the look too once they were down.
If you put them more forward,
Yeah.
so you get to lean right into it.
Yeah.
That would have been really cool.
Forward and down.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
Anyway, you got them sold.
To sum
You got
that
your
up,
price.
what a relief!
Yeah.
got some cash back. That'll help finance future trips.
Yep.
And the
More DVF purchases.
the wallet is
But
expanding.
I think we could always bring this subject up because
Oh God, yeah,
it never changes, right?
never changes.
You think after all these years of people buying
Yeah.
stuff online
yeah,
that don't ask if it's still
Yeah.
available.
but you learn.
Don't lowball.
No, don't. You live and learn. Like I say, I'm okay with the lowballing. I'm expecting it. And
What is the purpose of that, though?
it's to get the best deal you can
No,
as
but
a
like,
buyer.
are people just going on and lowballing just for the hell of it?
Like,
And-
let's
and then
clarify
maybe they get
lowball. Is a
lucky?
lowball like less than half of the offering you're saying? Like
Well,
really low?
So in my case, when I
Yeah.
sold my old Honda CBR 125R,
Yes.
so it was basically brand new. I'd bought it new in 2012,
Okay.
and a few years later, I was moving up, and so I went to sell it, and I was asking, I think, $2,500.
Okay,
for
so
it.
to me, a lowball offer would be like, let's say, under
was half.
2,000.
Oh, it was
Half is a lowball
it
offer.
was half. I had people coming to me. Would
Yeah.
you take 1,500? Would you take 1,400?
So I had
Would you-
lots of that.
Are those people just hoping?
Yeah.
Like on a wing and a prayer that they're going to get that?
They are. They
They're
are.
just going to be like, yep, I'll
I
take
had the
that.
same experience. So mine was listed at 800 each or 15 for the pair. You know what the most popular offer was? I'll give you 1,000 for both. I must
Oh,
have had
yeah,
100. I'll give you 1,000
Yeah.
for both.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you meet those clowns, and then they're probably trying, well, how about
Yeah.
800?
Well,
like,
I had one kid offer me $80 in Tim Hortons gift cards
oh,
as well.
nice.
As I'll give you this much plus $80. And,
$80 in Tim Horton
Yeah.
gift cards.
yeah. But then one guy called me.
Any trade offers? I had trade offers. I
Yeah.
forgot about that. Do you
Yeah.
want to trade? Yeah, how about this? I'll trade you for a baseball glove and $1,550.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I had one guy call me,
Yeah.
right? And he's going on
Yeah.
about, you can buy these bikes, for
Oh, yeah. They
1,000,
start
800
telling
bucks.
you everything.
Yeah, exactly.
I
And I'm
don't-
like, buddy,
yeah.
you can a 2008, 2007,
And yours is a 2012.
2012.
Yeah.
It was the new style of bike as well.
yeah, give me
I
a
said,
break.
do you want to buy one of those?
Yeah.
Go buy one of those.
Yeah.
He goes, and so I held on to it for the winter.
No seller is ever forcing a buyer to
No.
buy. Yeah, that's what I don't get
Yeah.
either.
So
Yeah.
I held on to it for the summer. Came back in
Yeah.
the spring. Guy contacts me. Yeah, all good.
Yeah.
Comes over, looks at it. I said, okay. He goes, how about 2,200 cash right now? Okay, great.
Fair enough.
I did it.
Yeah.
It was a bike he was buying it for his wife.
But that's a
to get riding.
reasonable offer.
And he had 2,200 cash.
So
and I actually
you could
made
have
money.
went 2,300 at that point.
Yeah, I could have.
Just to see.
But
Yeah.
I was already making money because I had paid less than
You're
that
ready
brand
to go.
new for the bike.
Yeah. No, I'm the same.
But
to
yeah, I
me,
was like,
to me, your time is worth something, and the more efficient the deal is,
Yeah.
has to count for something.
yeah, he was like,
Yeah.
I give you 2,200.
Oh yeah, no, we
I'm
could,
like,
like
no
you say,
problem.
we could go forever with this.
Yeah.
But I am excited for the June 1st weekend, where the Bridalwood garage sale weekend is.
Yeah.
Definitely going to have a setup for that. But I'm thinking even before then, I want to see if,
They will probably walk by your garage sale and look
Yeah.
at the item and say, is that available?
yeah. Is that available?
You selling that?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
No doubt, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm wondering.
It's $5. I'll give you
Oh,
3.
God. Yeah.
Jesus.
But even then, I don't
Yeah.
care. Like for that stuff,
I do that.
I do want to get rid of stuff.
I'm pretty bad at that.
Well, that's accepted as well, though, right? That's
Yeah.
what you expect in a local garage sale.
Yeah. The best bargaining though that
Yeah.
I've ever seen
Yeah.
was in Turkey.
Oh, I bet.
When I was in Turkey.
Yeah.
Uh,
Totally expected, I guess.
Oh, it's totally
Yeah.
expected.
You
But it
insult
was-
you insult them if you offer what they're asking, probably.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they expect you to barter
Oh, they
down.
want to barter.
Yeah.
They want to barter. So my buddy goes into the shop and Turkish leather, right?
Yeah.
Really nice,
Nice.
leather coats.
Yeah.
So he goes in.
Assless chaps was
Assless-
what you were after, I think.
I was after that. He was
Okay.
after a coat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And
And you guys were ready to go clubbing after that. Him with the coat and you with,
with
the chaps.
exactly.
Good times.
Yeah. Not very many clubs in Turkey, I found.
Well, I'm sure you could have found an underground club
Probably,
for you and your
exactly.
buddy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A bathhouse.
A bathhouse.
So anyway, he goes in.
Excuse me, sir. You'll need to remove the assless chaps.
Exactly. The only place where you're asked to remove them and not put more on. Yeah.
Oh my! This is devolving very quickly.
So he goes into the shop, sees a jacket he likes, right? And starts bargaining with the guy.
Little fur collar on it.
I can't remember. Probably. Anyway, he must have walked out of the store about 3 times.
Pure camel hide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really nice.
So in and out 3 times.
Yeah.
The guy's getting serious.
Yeah. And then the 3rd time, the guy's like basically running after him.
Okay. But the price is coming down, I bet.
The price came right down to what he
Nice,
wanted to pay
nice,
for it.
nice.
Yeah. But they use the tactics like they call you,
Oh.
you are my uncle,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
I don't-
It's like, what do you mean?
I don't
your
necessarily
uncle.
enjoy that at that
Yeah.
level. No.
Oh, it's hilarious.
I would like to pay more just to be done with it, even as a buyer.
no, I'll give you
Yeah.
$50 more
Yeah.
for not bargaining with
Yeah.
me. They would be insulted,
Yeah.
like you said.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
What's next on your list there,
I've got
Duff?
a past guest who successfully bagged a turkey within the
right.
first moments of the opening of the hunt
like
back on Tuesday, I believe.
Tony Gabriel.
Yeah.
Not
So-
Tony Gabriel.
Well, our listeners would know the guest as Mark the Meat Eater Johnson,
Right, the meteor. Yeah.
professional outdoorsman,
So he was already out there, right?
avid day one.
Day one.
Day one before first light. Day one, he told me how he set up in one of his spots, and right at legal light, I guess it is. Turkeys everywhere. Well, no, not right away. Sorry, like they eventually came down out of the roost, flooding the field. And the meat eater made it sound like there were over 60 turkeys
Wow.
around him.
Wow.
And he set up with his decoys, called in a nice tom, and I think he's eating. I'll have a little sip, fair Brianna. Thanks.
I choked on the coffee earlier.
A little sip. Go Leafs, go is what you may have heard. We
Oh.
can blank that out later, Darcy. DDT.
Yes, we can.
So, yeah, and long story short, I think he's eating turkey pepperettes as we speak.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, very successful opening day hunt.
Oh, good for
Yeah.
him.
No,
Congratulations, meat eater.
Well, what I like about it is he's a really good
Hunter.
He's a really good hunter, but he researches. He's got all the right equipment. He knows how to do it.
You should sell him a book.
Sell him a book.
One of those travel books.
Oh, to go turkey hunting.
Yes.
I don't remember.
I think you need a book on Japan.
Well, maybe
you're sitting
Alaska.
up there.
I think there was
Yeah,
some North
Alaska,
American
yeah,
content
yeah.
to get Meat Eater out of his comfort zone of Maxville or wherever the heck he's hunting his turkeys.
Exactly.
But super ethical. Like
Plantagenet.
obviously, you guys heard 5% of the story. So it was Tony Gabriel style when he was explaining it to me. Yeah. Cut into our morning workout in the gym considerably.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
That's fine, though.
Yeah.
Good story. He talked about how he was calling them in and he waited till they were in the perfect kind of shooting position and boom, one shot, one kill sort of thing. Yeah. Yeah,
That's
really
cool.
good, really good.
It's cool.
It's funny how we spoke for many minutes on selling online items and very few for meat eater bags of turkey.
Well,
but that's okay.
He got a tom, you said?
Well, in the spring, you can only hunt the males. So
Oh,
a bearded,
okay.
or I should say a bearded turkey.
Yeah.
You get the odd female with a beard, but no, it's mainly the males in the spring. Yeah. Oh, you laugh. It's true, though.
Yeah,
It's true. You get the odd female with a beard.
I know that.
Yeah. Actually, come to think of it, I don't know if he got a tom. So a tom is a big male mature bird, and a jake is a younger one.
Right. I think we discussed that when he was
Yeah,
here,
no
right?
doubt. Yeah, he would have went on and on about that.
Tom and Jake. What's
Yeah.
a female turkey? Jane?
A hen, I believe.
No, but like
A
Jane?
I don't know if there's a J word. Is there Jake?
a Julia?
No, I don't. Definitely not those. Definitely not Jane or Julia. No.
Tracy?
Yeah. Okay, let's move on. So I do have a couple of picks. It's been a while. I
okay.
did want to share these a while
what
ago.
else do we have here?
Well, that's
Did you
next on my
jump
list.
To the, is it?
The third point, diplomat and the night agent. So
What's
if you're
the other points?
selling items online, meat eater bags of turkey.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
diplomat night agent. After that, we have trip planning, gym memberships, listener mailbag, NHL possibilities, and James as a future guest.
Oh,
Why does this surprise you?
forgot.
Something's jumping out at you, eh?
I forgot. I thought you had
Wow,
better
that's hot
topics
coffee,
on that.
eh?
I was
jumpers.
joking on it earlier.
You know why? It's quieted down. So
Nobody
the
has
coffee's
coffees.
hotter.
Yeah.
eh?
They must have just made a fresh pot.
Or it's been sitting there a while getting super hot.
I think it would go the other way.
I think you
Cool
go
down.
the other way. What do you mean?
It would cool down, would it not? Sitting there like that. The
If it's
hot
sitting,
plate there.
if it's sitting on
is
the
not-
hot plate, it's only going to get hotter, no?
I don't think so.
No?
No,
Shall we call the experts
we don't
over?
have JB here to check that fact.
Oh, man. What would be cool is if you could just listen in at home as we're recording live.
Yeah,
'Cause he
they
could be checking
whisper
these.
in our ears.
Yeah.
Whisper
You could just say,
sweet nothings.
or just say number one is right or number two is
Yeah.
right. I'm number two, I think.
let's
According-
ask Brianna and Jody.
When is the coffee the hottest?
Yeah,
No.
Brianna, when is the coffee the hottest?
Is it after it sits a while or is it right away?
Well, right away.
Hottest.
The hottest, yeah.
Like this is hot. Like it's because it's sitting on the thing, isn't it, for a while?
Oh, the coffee?
yeah,
Yeah.
No, if it's freshly brewed,
yeah,
like it's always, but if the teapot light is out,
yeah.
then
If the light is out.
Oh,
Huh.
wow. 140.
Brianna just
Yeah.
gave us the old that's what she said.
So what was it?
So I'm right.
You're
If
right.
it depends if the light's on or off.
Oh,
If the light is on, it's 140 degrees.
okay.
I think I just drank 140 degree coffee. My esophagus is gone.
Oh no, I feel a lawsuit.
That was cool. We never went
lawsuit
live like
coming
that
up.
before.
Yeah,
eh? Did you
no.
think it picked up them shouting
little
at
bit,
us?
yeah.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
You didn't
Maybe
like my
the-
topic, I guess.
Well, I was just. I thought
For
we
some
were,
reason, you don't want to go to Duff's Picks.
Okay, let's go to Duff's Picks.
Well,
then.
we'll make it quick. I'll just
Yeah.
go with the first one, The Diplomat on Netflix.
No, we could do both.
No,
We
I
got
don't
lots-
want to. We got other
have
stuff to
a
talk
half hour.
about. We don't have time. No, I got to go pick up my fines.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
right.
In fact, I think I'm supposed to be there in 6 minutes.
No,
10:38. Yeah.
that was your pickup time.
They're not going to give it to anyone else. They
No.
better not.
No.
I'll sue them. I'll get your brother.
Exactly.
The Diplomat is a really cool show.
Yeah.
Next on the list.
Okay. There we go. Great pick.
It, well,
I thought you were going to get more into a Tony
again,
Gabriel about
again,
it.
missing JB. He
Yeah.
could summarize it.
I thought you were going to get into a
it's
Tony
the
Gabriel.
story of the American embassy in London
Oh, okay.
and how. Well, basically,
Spying.
it's a husband-wife power couple, and the husband was the previous ambassador, I think. I can't quite recall.
Are they spying on the Brits?
Well, it's got
Sort
a
of.
bit of that. So, anyways, the wife becomes the ambassador,
Yeah.
and she's super good at espionage and like CIA stuff. And anyways, there's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
lot of different twists and turns. Of course, it's a political kind of CIA style espionage show, and there may or may not be the odd bare bottom, which you might like. DDT.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And what else? No, yeah, I don't want to say anymore.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
And
it's
that's what
the Diplomat. You don't even remember the name?
No. Where can you find it?
Netflix.
Oh,
The
okay.
Diplomat on Netflix would be Duff's pick.
There
Now,
you go. On that note, like,
Yeah.
interesting. I've got a somewhat,
oh, you're going to tell
of
us
a-
about your movie trip.
yeah, my
okay.
mundane movie trip story. But
Again, not
it
on the list. Not on the list.
Not
but
on the
okay.
list, but it started out with me driving home from work
Oh God.
last week.
You going into
The week
whole,
before.
The whole movie ticket purchase
Yeah,
fiasco.
and I turning the radio dial around because on the work truck I do not get Sirius satellite radio as I subscribe to.
Right.
And I turned it on to a radio station, and lo and behold, Mr. Hollywood, Matt Demers, was on there doing his picks,
Gotcha.
right? And I tuned in right when he was talking about a horror movie,
Yeah.
and he was waxing eloquent on this horror movie, saying how good it was. But they never said the name again. Usually you say that, they repeat the name, but he never did. So when I got home, I emailed him. And I said, Mr. Hollywood, what was the name? I caught you on this station talking about, what was the name of that horror that horror movie you were talking
Talk
about?
about service, eh? Boom.
No
Gets
kidding.
back to you.
Yeah, right away he gets back to me and says, that's Evil Dead Rise. I'm like, excellent.
So he actually reviewed a horror show?
He reviews movies. That's his job.
Yeah, but I've never seen him get into that genre.
I don't know, but that's
Like we're talking an audience of what, 8 or 9 people in the entire city.
possibly, but
Yeah,
you
you were one of them.
My
Yeah.
wife and I were two of the 8 or
Fantastic.
9.
Okay.
And so anyway, last night, the wife and I went and saw the movie.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was fantastic.
Stayed awake the whole
It was
time.
great. No, it was a really good, really good movie.
Okay.
Really good movie. So I concur with Mr. Hollywood's pick.
Got the Costco deal for the
No, I
popcorn and
didn't-
everything.
didn't do that. So the fiasco there, as you
Yeah.
mentioned, was that my son was going to a birthday party and he wanted to pick up a gift. They said a gift certificate for movies.
Yeah.
So I go, I pick up
The
a
wrong one.
Cineplex.
The wrong one.
For $25.
Yeah.
I bring it home. No, he doesn't go to Cineplex.
No, he's
Yeah.
a landmark kid.
I guess because he's
Canada
Canada,
kid.
right? So
Makes
he's
sense.
a landmark kid.
Yeah.
Oh crap! So I go back to the store. There is a landmark, but it's for $50.
And you're not paying 50.
Not paying 50.
Not going that much.
You and I go to Costco. You're showing me the deals and
So
all
the
that.
night after we sold the bike,
Right.
I was willing to take the DDT to the brew table for a bourbon.
Right.
A nice, fun nightcap sort
Yes.
of thing.
And I appreciate that thought.
The response was, nah,
Can you
I
take me
got to
to
go to
Costco?
Costco. Jimmy's coming down from
Exactly,
Sudbury. Got to
exactly.
go to Costco to get
Yeah.
Chicago mix and a pound of bacon.
Exactly.
And on the way there, typical DDT, I forgot my wallet. Yeah. So, all right, no problem. Duff had to take him to Costco, buy all the food, and
I paid you
side
back.
story, Jimmy
Never
Jimmy
came.
bailed anyways,
Yeah,
and
never
DDT
came.
paid me back. He actually
paid you back.
with a small bonus even.
I did.
Yeah, it was
I gave you a
30. It
little
was
tip.
43 something, and he
Give you a
gave me
little tip.
44.
Exactly.
So that was nice.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So I had to go back, and I ended up going to a couple stores. Couldn't find. They all had the $50
God, you
ones.
bought even more stuff.
No. This was for the gift.
Oh, sorry,
certificate.
I was thinking
Yeah.
of Jimmy again.
I did buy more stuff for Jimmy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that to me was
Yeah,
over the top.
I know. Anyway,
And he didn't come.
and they didn't come.
Now you guys are eating bacon and Chicago
Oh
mix
my
for
God,
every
the
meal
Chicago
of the day.
mix. Well, you saw the Chicago mix. It
Oh,
was
I
like
know
a
all
huge
about it.
bag, right?
I like the caramel.
Oh, I love it. It's great. But anyway, so
They
I
should just sell it Chicago, period, not mix. They could do caramel in one bag and the cheese in the other. No one likes the cheese anyways.
yeah, but-
Chicago caramel corn,
but the thing-
basically.
but the thing, both of them together
Yeah.
are amazing. That's what
Eh,
makes it good, in my opinion.
I don't mind a bit of the cheese, yeah.
Yeah. But
Okay,
when you
so
have that cheese taste with the sweet
Yeah.
caramel,
yeah,
oh,
you do like it, eh?
yeah, Yeah, I like it. So anyway, I ended up going to a couple of stores.
Yeah.
Can't find a Landmark
Oh, God.
$25 gift certificate.
Gotcha.
So I ended up going right to the Landmark theaters and
What would
buying
Tony
one there.
Gabriel do?
Oh, I don't know. He'd probably still be going on.
He'd be still talking about it like you.
Probably.
No.
Yeah. Thanks.
Continue it though.
Yeah, no. Anyway,
Gotta at
we
least
sorted
wrap
it
it
all
up.
out. So that $25 Cineplex.
Yeah. Was
what-
useless for the kids, so
but
you
it
ended
was-
up using it yesterday.
Exactly. We went to a Cineplex.
And that got you a ticket and a half.
You know, they don't have the good seats though. No, it got us both.
Got you both
both
in?
general admission.
Oh, the
it
25 got you both in.
10.99 for.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you get any
Each.
treats?
I did, which was $17 extra.
Yeah, I know.
Treats
I know.
For one small popcorn
Yeah,
and one small
yeah.
drink.
So if the good listeners still not aware,
And a coffee.
the best deal out there, movie style. Ooh, you had coffee with popcorn.
My wife did.
That is not a good combo for me.
She didn't eat very much
I will
popcorn.
tell you that right now.
I ate. Why is that? Do
It's
we
just
wanna
the
know?
way they seem to
You end up in the bathroom
You and
and-
your combos. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They're both really good sources of roughage, as they would say. Yeah, yeah. At least together, that's how they seem to act.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
symbiotic
Did not know that.
relationship.
Never had tried that before.
Yeah, the best deal out there to this day has to be the Costco Landmark night out at the movies.
Yeah.
For where for like $32
Yes.
you get the 2 tickets, 2 drinks, and 2 popcorns
Yeah,
or something.
it's a good deal.
Because all that added up individually on site is over $50.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So I have sacrificed time, which I don't like, to literally go to Costco, go in, buy that one item, and then go to the movies to save like $25.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in the F-150 studio, it costs you $20 to go to Costco.
In the F-150 studio, the gas involved just
Yeah.
to drive over there,
Yeah.
you may or may not be right there. Depends if it shuts off at the stoplights.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
But your battery's dead, so it doesn't shut off. at the
Battery is
sun.
wearing, that's
Yeah.
for sure.
So it won't shut off.
But you know what's funny? After a big road trip, it's
Yeah.
like that.
It
What's that part?
recharges it.
The capacitor or no? It seems to recharge
the
enough.
flux capacitor.
I don't know, but it recharges enough over a
Did it?
long road trip to then turn on and off at stoplights for probably a week or so after.
Right.
So I did think the past winter I was due for a new battery, but she seems to be
Yeah.
100% again. So I'm not going to rush into that purchase.
You didn't get the reference though. Flux capacitor.
I wasn't really paying attention.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, we got to be pushing an hour and a half here. I'm ready to move on.
40 minutes.
Oh, I've got gym memberships as an interesting topic. I don't know.
We
You're
did
not
talk
much
about
of a
that
gym
before.
guy.
No, but
Just the same old wheeling and dealing and lock. It's almost as bad as online selling. Like the questions they ask and the old school sell
what are
tactics.
they asking you?
Oh, what do you want? What are you most interested in? Aerobics, weight training, the facilities, the towel serve. Like, I've been in and out of gym memberships, different places forever.
Is the towel service important to people?
I like it, but I'm not going to pay an extra $8 a month for it,
Well,
for
that's
sure.
What, yeah.
But I did have it the last time I was at the particular place where I joined. We are not giving any names for this.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to get into that sort of thing.
Okay.
But there are a few main chains around the city and most Canadian cities.
Yeah.
And JB's a proud member of one of them.
I know.
If you remember, I think he tried to toot its horn for a bit.
Yes,
but
he
at the
did.
end of the day, I went for something far superior, in my opinion. Like, I really do like where I ended up in terms of quality and services offered. It really is the cream of the crop. But I'm paying. I'd love to know what JB is paying biweekly. I can't remember, but I have a feeling I'm not paying much more.
But you didn't use your strategy of taking the introductory offer, going for a month and then canceling.
Long gone. I would have done that years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, I like your thinking.
Yeah.
And I could have tried to do that for a few places, but as you can imagine, that geographical circle keeps expanding out as I eat up all those offers.
Very true.
So I'm sure I could have drove to Cornwall for a $10 1 month membership somewhere, right? No, my daughter's
all
back.
the municipalities in Ottawa you've used up.
Yeah, that's totally it. And that's fun to do that. But no, my daughter's back. She wanted she's a top, what's the word? She wants the best. So she grabbed her membership, you know where.
Yeah.
Maybe we will say these names in the
No,
future once we
yeah.
think more about what we want to say. And I thought, you know what? Why not? We actually went yesterday together.
Oh, you did?
And she's encouraging me to work out more than I
good
would
for her.
normally, and
Yeah.
definitely for longer. Oh, my
Yeah.
God. We get in there. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
At first, I kind of thought we'd work out together, and she's got such a determined schedule of what she wants to do. I'm like, I'm not. This doesn't even sound fun. I'm not going to do all that. So, okay, so I'm like, I'll meet you in about an hour. She's like, I'll see you in I'll see you in an hour and a half at the earliest. I'm
Oh my
like, oh,
gosh.
okay.
Wow.
So whatever. I do my thing. Then I hit the pool. Then I hit the sauna. And I'm like, killing as much fun time as I can. I'm like, oh my God. I wrapped it up. I went out to the beautiful lobby and sat back in a cushy chair and watched the Jays game for like
Okay.
20 minutes.
There you go.
So anyways, it's
They're gonna get
Why'd
my
we even
daughter
bring
out
up
to-
this topic?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's- I
Get
don't
my
know.
daughter out then.
yeah, well, there's
The cost of it though. Is
so yeah, but the
Crazy.
cool thing with a student membership is they do cut breaks for kids.
Okay.
And I say kids, I'm talking university age kids now.
Yeah.
So your daughter and mine could totally benefit from a student membership anywhere. Like I
Yeah.
really like
Yeah.
the old spot still. I think
Yeah.
they offer a great student membership, but such limited class offerings. That was my big thing.
Okay.
My life is so busy now. I do like the idea of being able to go whenever I want to go,
Mm-hmm.
and not only being able to go for the, for the 6 a.m. or the 4:30 p.m. offering.
Right. So what
Yeah.
happened to the yoga,
So
the Bikram, the hot yoga?
So the yoga that I did the last one,
Yeah.
that was just the typical 1 monther
Oh,
we've
it
talked
was,
about.
okay,
And
yeah.
once it was done, I really liked it, but I wasn't going to pay full price. So what I love about what I have now
Yeah.
is it includes
yoga?
everything.
Oh, okay.
It's got as much yoga as I could ever want for half the price.
Right.
So I am paying about $35. I'll share this.
Yeah.
My fitness membership right now is $35 biweekly, which may or may not seem like a lot of money depending on your experience,
Oh.
right? But $35 biweekly,
That's more than 70 per month, right?
$75 a month, let's say.
Yeah.
So all those other places I've talked about, regular memberships are in the $150 range. So I am half price,
Wow.
which I feel very good about.
Yeah.
And I can get as much yoga, as much HIIT training, as much swimming,
Pilates?
Pilates, bar classes,
Tai Chi?
belly dancing,
Tai Chi?
you name it. Tai Chi. I
Pole
don't know.
dancing?
Pole dancing. Well, belly dancing's close.
No, they're different.
Sounds similar.
No, belly dancing's belly. Pole
Well, I'm
dancing's
sure
with a pole.
if you can say it, they have it. And then all the other regular gym stuff.
Tai Chi?
Probably.
Tahachi?
Chess, everything.
They have chess, really?
I don't know.
Oh.
Pool, they have a nice pool table, snooker table,
Oh, they do, eh?
overlooking the pool. Yeah.
Wow.
It really is a nice
How
spot.
about that? A pool
I
table
know.
overlooking the pool.
There you go,
Yeah.
George Costanza.
Exactly.
Yeah, so no, it's pretty exciting, and just having that, like, what I hesitated the most over, call me crazy, is just
Crazy. You're
like
crazy.
they've got two options, and one you can cancel at any time. It's called the non-commit, and then there's
Oh.
the commit. So I am committed to 1 year.
Is that why you were getting less price? Like you're paying less because you didn't. You
Well, if
you did the non-commit, you
basically like they need X amount of money for everyone they signed up,
Right.
And I've traditionally gone with the no commit, but it is at least $10 more per pay, so it's like 45 bi-weekly. So I did
Yeah.
the math, and it's like up to $300 more for the year, and even though you can pause it and do a bunch of or quit at any time,
Yeah.
no, I think I'm good for a year. Like
Yeah.
at this price, even if I don't go all the time, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, but I hesitate because I do like to bike to work in May and June as
Yeah.
much as I can. And if
Yeah.
I bike to work, I'm probably not working out
No.
as well. But
That's
then
a
again,
good bike ride there.
maybe I just go and chill in the hot tub and the sauna and the steam room and play some pool and have a smoothie.
Okay.
Right? Maybe I could get you out for something like that.
Perhaps.
Just the non-workout part of the workout facility.
That I would like that
There you go. You would like that.
because, as you say,
I bet you we could
non-workout.
set up the podcast
Yeah,
there.
exactly.
It's quite posh, the studios. Yeah.
The reason why I like it because you said non-workout,
Oh, I thought you were gonna say because you could overlook the pool.
playing pool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else do we got,
God.
DDG? I
I
got
don't
a
know.
pickup to make here.
Yeah, I know.
It is the listener mailbag. Why have we not got it? Like when we give it a couple of weeks, it's overflowing.
It's been a couple
Okay?
months.
It's overflowing.
Is it? You got one?
There's dozens.
Oh.
There has to be 18 or 19 different
Really?
requests. Yeah.
Ah,
So the one I liked the
okay.
most was just
Yeah.
from Mike.
from Mike.
Mike's in Perth. Do you know where Perth is?
Yes.
And
is
his
that
big-
not in Lanark?
It is. And his big thing, quite simply, is how come you guys aren't talking about Lanark anymore?
We just did. Did I not just say, is that in Lanark?
We just did.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Another one. No, we're not going to talk about
Oh.
that. Oh,
I mean,
here we go.
Lanark is
I'm only
in our
going to pick
hearts,
ones
right?
from from different places, because
Okay,
we do
okay.
have a bunch from Ottawa, but they're boring. So here's one from Scotland.
Really?
Guess what it's about?
I don't know.
What's Scotland close to geographically?
England?
True. It's kind of close to the Faroe Islands.
Oh, right.
And
That
he's
was my
like-
next guess.
He's like, fellas,
Fellas.
lads, what's with the lack of discussion on the Faroes
That's
these
a
days?
terrible Scottish
Nah,
accent.
it's horrible.
Yeah, it's bad.
He says, what's with the lack of discussion on the Faroes? I once went there and I can't believe you guys are even talking about it.
Forget
crap.
about it.
No,
If it's
but
not
why?
Scottish, it's crap.
I think we
I
need
don't know.
Jimmy to expand a bit on that.
Yeah.
I didn't even
Is it
introduce
Jimmy?
him as Jimmy. Jimmy from Scotland.
Stewie from Scotland.
If it is such a bad place, Jimmy, maybe a few more details to share.
Yeah.
All I know about the place is from what we've Googled and the lack of response from any official that we send requests to.
Exactly.
We spent a
have.
bit of time
I did.
knocking on those Faroe
Exactly.
doors.
Exactly.
And nothing back at all.
No. They didn't
Yeah.
want to talk about it, I guess.
Sadly. So anyhow, the
Oh.
good listeners, yeah, we have what I say. There's about 18 fresh. What do we call it? Listener mailbag letters to
Comments?
us,
Yeah.
and those two were kind of the most interesting,
Oh, okay.
or at least
well,
funny.
the first one wasn't really interesting.
Yeah, but I had to say something
Why
about
don't you
Lanark
talk about
County.
Lanark,
yeah.
yeah.
All right.
One
Anything else
last thing-
before we wrap
one
it up
last thing
here?
I guess
Yeah.
we should comment on.
We'll talk about the NHL
Yeah.
stuff next time.
Well, I was just going to comment on that. The Leafs have finally gotten
you
out of
did
the
wanna get in-
first
oh,
round
God.
after 19 years.
You did want to talk about
Well,
it
no,
today.
it's just Brianna brought it up.
That's
earlier.
true.
Yeah.
I'm happy for people like Brianna and my mom, like big Leaf
I'm
fans.
not happy.
I'm happy for them,
No.
but I'm not happy for myself.
No.
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 But you can't even be happy for them.
No.
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 Or your
Exactly.
brother, or
my
your
brother,
sister.
my sister, my dad.
That's your problem. You're
Yeah.
surrounded by them, eh?
Man, it's really bad. Actually, my dad didn't even know the game was on last night. I called him in the afternoon.
Well,
I said,
he's
"You gonna
hardly
watch the game.
He's hardly a
Oh,
Leaf
I-
fan.
I'll have to.
Yeah.
Is that on tonight?
Now I am
yeah.
happy about our Jays. My God, they're on fire.
Yeah.
Now I just assumed they were running away with it in their division. Do you know what the American
Oh,
League
yeah.
East is all about?
Yeah, like aren't the what is it? The Tampa Bay Rays are
You've
like
got to look. If you know anything
20
about
and nothing?
yeah, if you know anything
20
about
and 0?
baseball, okay, the American League East is lights out.
yeah.
Okay,
I know.
I
it
looked,
always has been.
I looked for fun.
Yeah.
The worst team is either the Red Sox or the Yankees at 500. They're at 500 baseball, which
Wow.
would put them in second place in any other division.
Wow.
Okay, they're the fifth place team.
Wow.
The fourth place team is 2 games above 500, which would put them in first place in many divisions. Then you have our Toronto Blue Jays, who are 8 or 9 games over 500. Okay, tied with Baltimore with the exact same record. Trailing the first place team in the entire league, the freaking Tampa Bay Rays,
Yeah.
with something like 2 losses. Yeah,
And one of them was against the
the
Jays.
Jays. It's like, come on.
I know.
I hate this alignment. I hate
Yeah.
it. But it doesn't matter. I think the best part about baseball is over a 182 game season, you are going to have best to worst.
Yeah.
You cannot have a lucky finish after playing 182
No, exactly.
friggin' games.
And I think going back to
Yeah.
the Leafs win,
Yeah.
that was their Stanley Cup, right?
Oh, 100%.
So now
I don't
doesn't
think-
matter what they do in
yeah,
the,
I don't
in the
think
next
we'll
round.
see much more now.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter.
I
They-
do
they've
hope
won their Stanley Cup.
For just general hockey fans, I hope they play the Bruins. I think that'll be
Yeah.
a pretty fun series to tabulate.
Exactly. And I
Sorry,
did
go.
see
Yeah.
that the Oilers, Edmonton Oilers,
They pulled it off
knocked
finally as well?
Yeah, the
Good.
Kings last night.
Good.
which I'm happy about because I'd like to see McDavid.
I don't mind the Oilers.
No, I like McDavid. I think he's a great player. Draisaitl as well. So
Nah, I don't
Yeah.
like those guys, but
no, Come on.
superstars.
yeah, no,
Can't-
McDavid is.
I've
well
always
worth
said you can't win with just superstars, but they're proving maybe they can. I don't know. The other team, the other
they-
members of the team are stepping up, I guess.
The goaltending has come through.
Like
this
I'm
year.
assuming Draisaitl and McDavid aren't doing much because most good
No,
teams will
Draisaitl's
shadow those
on-
guys like crazy.
No, he's on fire.
Really?
What the Oilers ended up doing was putting them on the same line.
oh,
So try to watch those two guys because in the there was talk that they
Spread
were
them
having
out.
trouble because they were on different lines. So it was
Okay.
easier for the Kings
to shadow.
to shadow them
But if they're both on the
on
same,
the same line
good luck.
because you're
Interesting.
moving lines are. Anyway, their goaltending has
Okay.
come through for them this year.
Right on.
Their rookie goalie Skinner,
Skinner.
who went to the All-Star game.
Okay.
He's really come through.
Hmm.
I mean, he hasn't been absolutely great, I don't think,
Okay.
but for the most part, like he's been okay. Like he did a major gaffe last night
Oh,
that led to a
Cost him?
tying goal,
Oh.
I think. But
then the
he
team
went to shoot
rallied
the puck
around
away.
him.
His stick might have broken. I didn't
Okay.
see what happened exactly. but-
Huh. So you were
Anyway.
watching that game live?
No, I didn't watch
Oh,
it,
okay.
but I was watching the highlights on
I'm gonna
it.
say it was
yeah.
probably on at like 2 a.m. coming from out west.
Yeah. But anyway, hey, so
Okay, well,
nice
good to
see
hear.
the Oilers move on as
Yeah,
well.
you're watching
Yeah.
some NHL, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I just now that our Sens are out, I mean, I'll keep paying attention until the Leafs
Yeah.
are out, but I can't say I watch much of it. Yeah,
Exactly.
but I'm all over those Jays. Super fun.
Yeah. All right.
So
That's it.
pretty much it for another week.
Yeah. Thanks
I
for
look-
listening.
I look forward to expanding on some of these topics maybe next week.
Maybe.
I think maybe we should do one of these live from the garage sale. Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah, for sure.
Would you do that?
Sure, I would.
We could set up right at
it's nice out,
right
sure.
at the garage sale.
Yeah.
As long as it's nice out, eh?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want the expensive equipment in the rain, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
It'd be-
Maybe JB will be back too. Who knows?
You know what? Having 3 would be more helpful because what if I have to go make a sale?
Well, that would be live.
Yeah.
You can use the hand.
Oh,
mic
I would just
handheld.
walk around.
Yeah.
Oh, a handheld.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that could be fun, actually. All right. Well, let's leave it at that.
Yeah.
We look
We'll talk
forward-
about it during the week.
We'll talk about it during the week.
Yeah.
Ooh, 3-way group text. Haven't had one of those in a while.
No, exactly.
All right.
That's
Cop car coffee. Man, I gotta go. I'm super late for
you
my
almost
pickup
forgot
now.
about that.
No.
The ending.
Oh, I did. I
Yeah.
forgot we're still doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
I got to roll.
You head out. Go get your books.
I hope I can resell some of them.
I'm sure you could.